Have you ever wondered why some people grow older with joy, energy, and peace of mind, while others slip into bitterness, regret, and constant struggle? The truth is, happiness in old age doesn't just happen, it's shaped by the choices we make. And sadly, too many people make the same mistakes that quietly destroy their health, their relationships, and their sense of purpose. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 of the biggest mistakes people make in old age, and how avoiding them could completely change the quality of your later years. Stay with me, because number 5 is the most devastating, and yet it's the easiest one to fix. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you care about living wiser, healthier, and happier as you age. Your future self will thank you. Let's start with mistake number 1, neglecting movement. Picture this. A man retires at 65, tells himself he's earned the right to relax, spends more and more time sitting, watching TV, reading, or scrolling on his phone. Within a few years, his legs feel weaker, his balance slips, and simple things like climbing stairs feel impossible. This isn't bad luck. It's science. According to the National Institute on Aging, adults over 50 lose about 1 to 2% of muscle every year if they don't stay active. Source: National Institute on Aging, Exercise and Physical Activity. And here's the kicker. Once you lose that strength, daily independence goes with it. Suddenly, life shrinks into a small, fragile bubble. Movement is medicine. Walking, stretching, even light strength training can add years of mobility and joy. The mistake is thinking exercise is for the young. In truth, it's the golden key to staying young. Mistake number 2. Ignoring friendships. We all know people who grow older and pull back from social life. They stop calling friends, stop going out, and tell themselves they're fine alone. But here's the harsh truth: loneliness kills. A massive study by Brigham Young University found that chronic loneliness increases the risk of early death by 26%. That's the same impact as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Source: Brigham Young University, Holt-Lunstad Study 2010. Think about that. Not picking up the phone, not reaching out, can be as harmful as filling your lungs with smoke. Humans are wired for connection, and those who stay socially engaged, whether through family, friends, clubs, or volunteering, live not only longer but happier. Don't let silence replace laughter. Mistake number 3. Clinging to bitterness. I want you to imagine 2 people in their 70s. One talks endlessly about the past, about the boss who treated them unfairly, the spouse who left, the dreams that never came true. The other has just as many scars. But somehow, they've let go. They laugh, they forgive, they focus on what's still possible. Who do you think sleeps better at night? Who do you think people want to be around? Harvard's 80-year study of adult development, one of the longest studies ever, shows that the quality of our emotional life, not our bank account or career success, is the strongest predictor of happiness in later years. Source: Harvard Study of Adult Development. Bitterness is poison. Forgiveness is freedom. The mistake is carrying yesterday's pain into tomorrow. Mistake number 4. Mismanaging money. Here's a scenario I've seen far too often. Someone retires with savings but doesn't plan wisely. They give away too much to children who aren't financially stable. They spend recklessly on things they don't need. Or worse, they trust the wrong people and fall victim to scams. The result? Years that should feel secure turn into years of stress and scarcity. The statistics are alarming. The FBI reports that older adults lose over $3 billion a year to financial scams alone. Source: FBI Elder Fraud Report, 2021. Money doesn't buy happiness, but money stress can destroy it. That's why financial planning, boundaries with family, and a healthy dose of skepticism are critical in old age. Remember, protecting your money means protecting your peace. Now, mistake number 5. The one I believe is the most tragic: losing a sense of purpose. Retirement should be freedom, right? But for many, it becomes emptiness. The job is gone, the kids are grown, and suddenly there's no clear reason to get out of bed. Psychologists call this role loss, and it's one of the strongest predictors of depression in older adults. But here's the hopeful part. Purpose doesn't retire. Purpose can be as grand as mentoring the next generation, or as simple as tending a garden, helping a neighbor, or sharing wisdom with your community. A study published in JAMA showed that older adults with a strong sense of purpose had a 40% lower risk of major health problems. Source: JAMA Network, 2019. Life Purpose and Mortality Among Older Adults. The mistake is thinking life slows down after 60. The truth? It can be the most meaningful chapter of all, if you choose to keep growing. So let's recap quickly. The 5 huge mistakes that destroy happiness and health in old age are neglecting movement, ignoring friendships, clinging to bitterness, mismanaging money, and losing a sense of purpose. Avoid them, and you don't just add years to your life. You add life to your years. If this message speaks to you, take a second to subscribe right now. Not just for yourself, but to spread this wisdom to others who need it. And tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes have you seen in people around you, and which one do you want to avoid most? Your story could inspire someone else. Thank you for watching, and remember this. Old age is not the end of the story, it's simply the chapter where you decide how the story is remembered.